Hello everybody, welcome back to PadfootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back in XPlane 11 once again to continue our commercial work. We are here on the 20th of December at 9:27 here in the morning here at Atlanta International Airport. You know, it's Hatfield-Jackson International, but you all know where we are. We're going to be going down to Orlando. It is a quick, like an hour and a half flight, roughly, once we get up into the air and going. Really excited about this. I love flying into Orlando, real life and not. We're actually copying a real flight today. I actually have the flight numbers in there, and we're taking almost the same exact path as the flight that left this morning. This is technically Delta 1883. Usually leaves at 8:50 in the morning, because the next one's at 9:50. They run on like an hourly basis, 10 minutes before the top of the hour. And I didn't want to wait until 9:50, so here we are. We're leaving a little early. Actually, technically, we're leaving a little late. We're leaving about a half an hour late, so people are already going to be happy campers to get down to Florida. But yeah, that's our flight today. I've already done a lot. Our APU is going. Our FMC is all set. Everything up here, as far as I remember, is set. I'm going to do this now while I'm thinking about it. Let's pop up here. Yes, this is set, everybody. That's set. This is set. We can actually start flipping on fuel pumps. We can actually start getting everything ready for our initial pushback. Actually, sorry. Windows heat should have been on when I got in the plane. That'll take that as the one thing that I forgot. Let's get logo on. Any collisions on. Yeah, that's where that stops. I want that on steady. So that'll be there, so you can hear that everything kind of gets settled in the back. They're going to be getting ready to close the door.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all calls.
I'm already connected. Are you going to make me redo it?
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky Team and our global partners, welcome on board.
Pushback's on its way. Door is locked and secure. We can actually pop up here. Let's get the electrics on. We can get ourselves our yaw damper on as well. This is all set. We don't need anti-ice. The engines aren't running yet. Air's going. We are on APU. We are disconnected from outside. Just double checking that we are not connected. All right, they're giving their spiel back here. I did change this camera.
So we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bags without having to check them plain.
I have to shorten these headphones for this computer. So this is first class, by the way. I'm sitting way forward.
Okay,
at least we're not being stared at by that guy in the back.
You must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. Please also note that
I just thought this was a better view. Alright, they're going to be getting us connected. We are all set through here now. We just kind of wait. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a good day, by the way. I know that I am. Very excited to be back here in XPlane to get another flight in commercial-wise. I'm sure I'll have a video out beforehand, but I do think I can share now if anybody watched the last one. Things did not go in our favor for our job. I hate that when I move around the mouse, it looks like I have poor frame rates. I have the best frame rates in the world for this game.
Release parking brake.
Alright, we are set and we are ready to push back. We're going to get ready for engine 1.
And you may start engines.
And let's flip up. I hate that other wording. Just overlaps everything. I can't remember how to get rid of it. Yeah, that's why I'm glad you guys are able to hear it before. I don't know how to get rid of it. I think it might be something in Fly Lua. I've got to really look at it again. So ignore what's happening here. Because it's not part of the Zibo Mod. Okay. Engine 1 is, we have a good start. I hate that overlap. It's just taking it out of. It's taking me out of it at this point. Engine 2. Also, once I get my VR back that I had let a friend borrow, 100% gonna be doing this in VR. I just gotta practice a lot with it. Gen 1. Air's back on for everybody. Set. Continuous. Taxi light I might as well just throw on now. I hate that overlapping. It's driving me nuts. Probe heat can be on now. That's all set. This is all set. Let's double check these panels. 100% this time. APU is off. Taxi lights are on. These are all set here. Air is finally back on. We are good. 100%. Good, good. Alright, it's a long pushback from it. I'm going to be over in this lane here. There we go. Now we can finally get back to the actual Delta One.
Just lift the top of the buckle. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on.
I think Ella might be throwing up in the hallway.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member instructions. Smoking is not allowed on any
Alright, well, we'll check on that once we're up in the air.
and
This
federal
looks so good. Oh, come on, I don't need to be 100% perfect. Come on. I think both Layla...
Operation complete. Set parking
Ella
brake.
got sick. So, I'll be doing that. You'll see a quick cut, and then we'll be back.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Alright, well, I don't know what they could have gotten into, but let's hope nothing major. I just feel like everything's going too smooth, and last time we felt this, it was just... didn't feel right. You know what I mean? We ended up screwing that over. Hand signals will probably be on the left, I'm assuming. Doors are shut. Cabin lights, we will put... actually put them already at takeoff. We'll put that down to medium.
breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you, thank you. Everything else looks good. It's paranoia setting in now. Yeah, but so for my job, it did not work out in our favor, which at this point I'm sad about, but I think I'm more disappointed that I put in so much effort and it wasn't witnessed. There was nights I was there until 2 a.m., as you guys probably know. And it just sucks when it's like, oh, okay, so that still wasn't good enough because you didn't look, you didn't see, you didn't witness. So, oh well. I still work with them until May. And, that's the way it is, I guess. I work with them until May. We stay in the house until June. Excuse me. And we're going to just start looking for a new job. So there might be gaps in videos as we're moving around and whatnot, but... just double check my taxiways here. We'll stay to the outside on this one. We'll head down to the end of, I think it's 09 left. Yeah, we're gonna go all the way down. I was debating about which way to go and get lined up. This should be fine. It's gonna be a beautiful morning flight. I'm hoping to get at least 2 of these in today and do a lot of editing for you guys and get back to, you know, 1 a day. Because I think that's what's gonna help keep me sane in this process of looking for a new job. Of course, with my profession, it's a little scarce around here, so we will just see how things go. Don't get me wrong, I'd love if I could turn the horses into a full-time job. But it's just not feasible. That's the UE zone. Whoopsie! I just thought it was another way onto the runway. Yeah, I can see that now. Delta 837, what the hell are you doing? Over? I realize that you don't say over anymore. So there's that. Let's get you lined up on 9 left. We'll come to a stop. We'll wait to get ourselves some clearance. Let's just make sure that we are set here, there. I think everything else is set. Let me... Is it wheels or wing?
We'll be taking off in just a few minutes.
Dennis, please prepare the cabin for departure.
Wing.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
There is our flaps. Ignore that other message.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I hate that
we
thing
do
so
thank you
much.
very much for your attention. And now we invite
Just
you
can't
to sit
remember
back,
how I got that in
relax,
there.
and enjoy the takeoff. The captain has made tower communications available. So if you would like to monitor the air traffic system, just tune your radio to channel 9. And
Just
your
making sure
headsets are
everything
in the
is
seat pocket in
set.
front of you.
Start
We'll
clock.
give you a little more information about our service
ourselves
plan
lined
for our
up.
flight as soon as we are in the air. Thank you, and again, welcome aboard.
But Orlando, here we come. Got a pretty good flight on the way down there. Very curious to see if we can hit that hour and 30 mark. Never actually tried to compare to a normal flight. Alright. Excuse me. While this is getting lined up, I need to get myself lined up. So I am set here. Here. We're set on Toga. Maybe. There's Toga. Little bit of a wind this morning. 80 knots. Get a little rudder in there to try to correct that. A little too much. Need to work with this.
V1 rotate. Positive rate.
A little sharp on that, but that's okay. Up we fly.
400.
400 VNAV. Autopilot can actually take over at this point.
1000.
Doing it again. Every once in a while, this stupid thing will fire itself up to like 5,000. I hate it. It's very frustrating. Okay, flaps are coming up. That's off. Jesus. How do we look from outside? Weird little switcheroo there, but that's all set now. Let it get itself under control once more. Not the best takeoff. Again, we're still working with it. We're here now. I'll turn off that taxi light. This at least looks normal now, so that's good. Alright, we are at a fast climb out of here, out of Atlanta, at least it feels. A little bit of a smoggy day, I can see. A lot of quick turns, but you know, whatever it is. We're over 10.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I swear
we
this
have
thing
now
didn't
passed
play
the
last time.
altitude of 10,000 feet. All electronic devices may now be switched off from airplane mode. This aircraft is equipped with Wi-Fi. Please see if
Weather update.
for more information.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, we'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the
Play
entire
a
Delta
little
family.
later.
For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. Now reach an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Alright, how are we doing with our climb? I like to still listen to that, just to kind of put you in the world a little bit. Okay, we're 1,000 from our transition altitude. That's fantastic. 6 minutes into the flight, 9:45. That all looks good, right on track. We're traveling at 33,000 feet today, exactly as listed on their piece. It looks like we are getting a smidge of rockiness here and there. Yeah, it looks fine here. Man, what a good view. Let's leave it here for a little while. Man, look at these first class seats. Holy crap. Sorry, I had to be quiet for a moment. You can kind of get lost in the view, and this is exactly what I do when I'm on the plane. I don't talk to anybody. I just sit and watch out the window. I just love flying. I'm really excited to have it back here on the channel as well. Hold on, can I actually move? Yeah. So this is not, excuse me, this is using a pre-built-in camera function that I have on my joystick. It's kind of funny because it moves smoother than if I'm using the mouse. If you look at the cuts. Look at the cuts in the texture. And I think because I move so quickly with this, you can't see them. You can see them a little bit. That's kind of funny. Let's pop back in the cockpit. Is everything looking? We're already almost at our top of climb, which sounds fantastic. Looks like we're gonna have a pretty smooth day. Have not gotten the weather set yet. Or the terrain mod. I am going to look into those later on this week, but yet again, I just finished work 2 days ago. I had my meeting yesterday of how I'm not going to have a job come May. Yeah. So, you know, it has been the first thing on my mind. I just want you guys to know that I'm in high spirits about it because I'm more frustrated than sad of, you know, I did my best and for some reason it wasn't good enough for them. Especially when people in the past have been really bad in my position, or they wanted to leave because it was too much work. So I'm just happy that I had this experience, and I think it's going to help me in the future. Now it's just the waiting and the playing game, and we will see how it goes from there. I had somebody ask me in a private conversation who knows that I do YouTube. It was kind of funny. Would I ever do this as my full-time job? Now, there's two parts to that. Yes, I would, because a job is a job, and I'd love to be able to focus and make more content for you guys. But I think I would also lose something of it. Something of the fun of this would die on the inside, because I have fun making these videos. I like making these videos for you guys. And I feel like if I turned money into this, it wouldn't be the same. So I always said that if we ever were able to do monetization, the money would go right back in. And, you know, we're at 205 subscribers, I believe, this morning. So, you know, we're far, far reach from making any sort of money off of anything. But, you know, we're going to take every day as it comes. I'm going to definitely look for a new job, and we're going to be happy, and you guys are going to still have videos. So I know I'll probably point at it here and there at certain moments, but I want to let you guys know that I'm fine. Danielle is okay. You know, obviously you're shook from it. Your whole life is about to change. But overall, we're okay. And thank you guys for being there to support us, and thank you for just being awesome in general. And it is a good day for a fly. I can't wait to go back out west. I fly this route all the time down the East Coast from Bradley to Orlando. That's just my favorite route to fly. I'm just curious where we're going to fly from Orlando. I've been contemplating going back to Nassau in the Bahamas. That's a very quick flight. I've done that a handful of times. And then going from Nassau maybe to New Orleans, just make our way across the bottom of the country and then maybe go up top. But we're just going to keep on flying around and dicking around, just having a fun time. And I hope you guys look forward to it. Alright, we're about 10 miles from our top of climb at this point. Everything's looking good, everything's looking steady. Gonna have to watch the center tank. I didn't have us completely refuel. I only had us top us off. The flight time's about an hour and a half. I don't know what the FAA regulation is for how much fuel you need to be able to have in the tank past your delivery, you know, your expected delivery of the passengers and goods. I went with double. So it's an hour and a half flight. We have 3 hours worth of fuel. It's probably something way more than that for safety reasons. But I don't know. So maybe that's something we can look into as well to make it a little bit more realistic in the future. Never know where we're going to go with this series. I just know that I like to do it. I don't know if people like to watch it. So good. It's kind of a bummer. Not because of the job related, just because of other things and trying to plan for a baby. We haven't planned our next vacation, and that's very rare for my family. We're always like, okay, what's next for vacation? So I can't tell you when I'm going to be on a plane again. So that kind of sucks. So I got to kind of live through this. I am hoping for a trip to go see a friend
1,000 to go
in the summer. 1,000 to go until the top of climb. So that's out to Montana, and we'll probably do that flight as well, just to do some different things. And expect a Southwest flight coming up at some point too. All right, we are going to be leveling off here. I'm going to wait until we can 100% level off, get the speed up to where we need to go, and then I will give the announcements to everybody that they can take their seatbelts off for a little while and just enjoy the trip. Yeah, we got a while. It gets busy in here, but that's just because it kind of bounces back and forth. We'll keep it at 40. Alright, everything seems like it has leveled off by itself. I'm going to flip that off really quick, go here, pop in.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt lights off. You're free to move about. Once you are seated, we recommend you keep your belts fastened. Thank you.
We will be coming to the aisle with our duty-free sale. You'll find details about
It's 'cause I flipped it to off instead of
You can have people a little closer. Meanwhile, please sit back, relax, enjoy the trip with us.
Hey, at least it's overpowering. You know what I mean? At least it blocks it out.
Just to note also, we do ask that for the safety and security of the flight, that you use the lavatories in your ticketed cabin, and for security purposes, congregation.
I hate it so much because it's just so generic. It was great when it was the only thing. It was like, oh, this is fantastic. But now that there's one built into this plane, it's like, hey, let's not.
This is for your safety, and also so we don't have to awaken you. If the seatbelt sign
I'll just have to look at my mods folder.
if you are buckled up. Our programming will begin in about 10 minutes. You will find a full listing of all audio and video programming in the magazine in the pocket in front of you. We do invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. If there is anything we can do to make you more comfortable, or to help you in any way, don't hesitate to call on us.
Actually, are you going to prep this for our descent? There's that. I'm going with the Zibo Mod piece. No, I want the 30. 138 is going to be our hope here. Fantastic. Well, we are up in the air. We are cruising. Everybody's going to sit back and relax, and we've got our flight underway. You guys are seeing it at almost 10 o'clock. Excuse me. We've been rolling for about 16 minutes, and let's just enjoy the rest of the flight. We'll see you guys soon. Alrighty. We are back. More or less, and we are going to be getting ourselves ready for our descent. So let's make sure that we got all of our paperwork set. We're going to be coming in to 17 right in Orlando. I want to make sure that we're not making a mistake here. And that I actually have us going to the right spot. At 17 right. Perfect. So that's already there. Alrighty, let's get our document up here. I still haven't put them into the computer yet. It's just not something I've really taught myself how to do. Nor have I found the need yet. So our course is going to be 185. If I can get a nice surface to be able to move my mouse on. Let's see. Let's get that down to a little bouncy. 185's there, and we're going to be 111.75. Which I was going to say, I didn't think it was going to be that much different than go flights go. 111.75, you are there. Eventually, by the way, we'll do a full, I think it's LNAV or VNAV landing, where the plane will actually land itself completely. But it looks like the plane's going to be busy here in a little bit, so we'll flip that down to 20. And we are going to get ready to land in Orlando. I'm just going to probably give another cut here, or at least let you guys watch out the window for a second while I get a step away. Sorry for any of the noise on that mic. On that one, I just wanted you guys to be able to get the in-flight experience. And good, we're back just enough time, and that's great when it always works out that way. Sorry you're going to hear the mic move around, just have to get myself a little bit more set up. I'm going to adjust the throttle, you hear it. Let that take care of itself. Make sure everything else is still looking good, and we are at our top of descent, so we're going to have to start helping slow this down, but let's also get an announcement out to the crew.
Hey, good afternoon, folks. From the cockpit, starting a slow descent at this time. We would like to ask you to return to your seats, fasten up your seatbelts for the duration of the flight.
It's actually technical.
Pleasure having you on board with us. Thanks for flying with Delta today.
I can fly attendants. Go ahead and prepare the cabin for arrival, please.
It's actually still morning. I'd like to note that. Not that it matters.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent. At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to restow them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. And kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle.
Let's pop ourselves back in here and let's start getting ourselves set here. It's going to be a lot of back and forth at this point. Yeah, this just feels steep, right? But I have it set here. It's something I got to look into because this just feels like unmanageable. Flip that on to on. Everything else seems set. Everything else is happy. Hope you guys are having a good time, by the way. I hope you guys enjoy these videos, especially how I cut them out. I don't have an hour and a half plus worth of conversation to be able to give you all, so I'm sorry on that. So sorry if you think you're missing a little bit of commentary. I promise you're not. Nothing super exciting happening in this part of my life. Getting that set there. You're set, you're set. Don't have to worry about that until I get to the next part of our slowdown. Just feels eerily quiet right now, and I know it's because there's a short in my headphones, so I'm just like bobbing it up and down trying to get it to connect back in. Technically, yeah, the airport should be off to our left. Oh, there it is. I'm assuming, I should say. This is a good flight. Except I've never done these points before. But follow the rules and let it do what it wants to do. Well, while we let the plane still take care of itself, I want to let you guys know what the 2019 season on PadfootTD Games is going to start looking like. We got to get back into Train Simulator, or Train Sim World as it is now, or Train Sim 2020, or whatever they're calling it now. Train World 2020, the Train Game 2020. We've got to get back into that, but I'm actually dealing. I've got to start dealing, I should say, with the developer of that game because I can't access any of my DLC that I have installed in the game. It's installed and it's in there. I can see that it's in there. It's just not, the game's not registering that it exists. So I might play around with that a little bit today. I'm hoping to get GTA LSPDFR back up and running. The problem is when it continuously tries to update itself or all kinds of other things, there's so many bugs you can't fix that eventually you just get frustrated and you give up. That's what I did. Took it off my computer. Saved a lot of space, I'll tell you that much. But I technically have this Alienware computer that's got like a terabyte plus of storage. And the only thing I use for it is Flight Sim, which you're seeing now. iRacing, because I can set my racing rig up to it. And possibly LSPDFR. That's all that I use it for. Because I have my main game PC is still trucking after 2 years with no problem. So, you know, the Alienware is quote-unquote supposed to be better, but I find better results, at least loading and processing wise, much better with the gaming PC that I have, which is just an Intel Dell Inspiron computer. It's got a disk drive. It's got a display case on the side. I'll eventually take a picture of it, but I love it. I got it 2 years ago. Still fights on strong. I've also never had a gaming PC before. So yeah, Train Sim World's gonna come back in. A lot more XPlane. We've got a lot of racing we're doing this year, and I don't know if I'm gonna show you guys all of it. Maybe we'll stream some of it if people are interested in that. Actually, the turn's gonna slow us down, so don't worry about the speed brake on that one. But yeah, we got a lot of racing events. We have 120 racing events that we're going to be taking part in iRacing and NASCAR 2003. Given, big thing on this, given that AI gets a full release in February or at the beginning of the March, whenever that next season's over. Just realizing now that I need to make an iRacing video, so that'll be on my docket as well today. I'm going to kind of get that in my head to do that. I have decided we're going to do Indy instead of Dirt. Just not good at it. I tried. That's all I can say is I tried. And see, this just seems like a really big swooping turn, but you're the boss. Good thing nobody's in a holding pattern. Be just bumping into them as they're there. Or watch, there is somebody there. Sorry for that lapse there. I'm slowly telling everybody the news about my job, so there might be periods of me just being quiet, and you know what, you might actually appreciate that. So sorry about that. But other than that, yeah, we get a lot of racing events. I don't know how many I'm actually going to make public. Ways on iRacing going full on. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. If they release AI completely, if they just give us the Cup cars for Oval, I'm going to be really upset. Yeah. So these are the next things that we're kind of looking at. We've got a lot of new games. Wife Wednesdays are definitely going to come back. We've got to kind of wait for job situation to figure out. Let's be honest, to actually figure out on gaming schedule. You know, wherever I move, whether it's, you know, we have to move back with my parents for a little while, I'm going to find a way to get more reliable internet again, just to make sure that we can keep doing this. You know, I love doing this, and I don't want that to change. But I need good, reliable internet. Also, this is not a plug. Excuse me. This is literally only working with a handful of companies. I've been working with Xfinity for the last 4 years, and they have literally the best internet that I've ever used. Before that, I, you know, had a thing through Verizon. This was really shoddy because of the wiring in my parents' house. And then before that was dial-up. So I don't have the biggest thing, and that's definitely not a plug for Xfinity, but just saying, have good internet if you want to do this. Nothing's worse than uploading a video and it stopping halfway through. And you're like, well, crap. Alright, keeping smooth, everything's still looking fine. Big yawn, I do apologize. Oh my goodness, okay. That's set there. We do have a point right around here where I'm gonna flip on approach and let that take over. Here it says actually we can find approach at, is that right? 6,000 feet? Yeah, I can capture it at 6,000 feet. Neat. Well, I don't know where it's gonna have us. I'm trusting the plans that are in the game. I just gotta remember 30, 136. Once we get control back of our engines, we will make sure we put that in this time. We did not last time, and we had a pretty solid thud on the runway. Man, I wish I just had a mouse pad. A portable mouse pad. Man, look how beautiful it looks down in Florida right now. Packed though. Ooh. I wonder if Disney's in the game. That's something to look into, but I also kind of want a night flight at some point. But of course that does require me flying at night. I know I can edit the settings. I like to try doing it real world, real time. And that keeps pretty true. Alright, so they estimated there was going to be an hour-and-a-half flight. We're almost at an hour now. And I'm going to be honest, now that I think about it, I actually don't know if it's an hour-and-a-half flight from backing out of the gate to landing, or time in the air. So maybe that's something else we should look up. We should be doing a lot of flight simulator training. That's what we should do. It's going to give them a little bit of speed brake. You can actually hear that rumble in the back. You can feel the nose pick up there a little bit as I attempt to slow us down. Let's lower that a little bit more. Excuse me. Good enough. See if the plane can keep itself from there. They want us at 6,000. Oh god, 600. Woo! 6,000 feet as by the time we get there. We got one more decel point. I'm actually glad that we put in Ratoy here, or Ratoy. I actually have no idea. Could be completely different. Because before that, we were pretty much taking a turn right at the airport. This one gives us a nice long stretch to be able to get there. What's the word for it, though? Transition? Is it a transition point? I'm looking around the room like somebody's going to be able to answer me. I'm also looking around and looking at all the stuff I'm going to have to pack. Definitely start stocking up on boxes. Oh well. Life is what it is, everybody. Alright, we're past 10,000. I'm going to flip these on. Turn our landing lights on as well as we get ready. You're all set. I don't need to worry about you. I don't need you either. Technically. Yep, everything else is fine. APU will be ready on the ground. You know what, just for fun, I will already flip you around. Making sure that that's set. 111.75. Watching that speed. It's starting to, you know, climb up just a smidge. Bring a little drag into it. Alright, we have topped an hour. Put that back down. Get ready for this big turn here in a moment. Alright, we should be getting ready for that any moment. Man, it is freezing outside. Sorry. Just having to throw blankets around and everything. You know, it's December. God, how much are you dropping? Okay. It's easy. It's like he was going to drop off the face of the earth. Get that tight turn. Let's see. I guess it's not that bad as of outside. And I guess in the cabin it's not that bad. From the cockpit, that just looks so freaking drastic. It does, right? Once we get ourselves lined back up, probably after that next decel point as well, I'll probably get ourselves on approach. Alrighty. Still don't have my rudders in a good spot, so don't expect a perfect landing. Let's face it, don't expect a perfect landing anytime you're watching my videos. We're just trying to do this for fun. Man, this all starts coming up really fast. I mean, we still have some time to the airport, but still. Right, 6,000. Decel technically would be right there. Of course, we're not necessarily going to hit it. I'm just curious if the autopilot will still do it, or are we going to have to start trying to slow this down ourselves. That big turn, I'm telling you. There it is. Nope, we still got it. We'll give them about a quarter to a half. Let me rephrase that. We'll give them a third of some speed brake there. And get that assisted slow down just a smidge. Okay, cool. We are back in the process of dropping down to 5,000 feet. Always gets exciting when you start getting close to landing. Airport is in sight. Approach is on. Single channel. It's grabbed. And our goal speed is 136. I believe. I'm going to double check, but I think that's the one. Oh, it's already captured. Why am I trying to... Don't click that again. Stupid. One 136, 138. I mean, now I'm confused. I mean, 2 knots really is going to make a difference, I would assume. Flaps to 5. Start getting a slow down. Flaps 15 to actually really help. Speed brake is there. We are at 3,000 feet. Okay, probably slowing down a little bit early, but that's okay. Excuse me. We're still kind of in our window of time. I'm new and I don't know what to do. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I feel like we're going to have a much more successful landing than last time. This is our runway right here. And then I just got to find our gate. I'm trying to actually go to an actual gate, so... Excuse me, I have the airport gate list set up here on my computer, so I'm not super worried about it either. Let's see, top descent was supposed to be 2,500.
2,500.
There it is. Oh, damn it. I really meant to have that done beforehand. Alright, you're set there. Drop that. Let's get you armed. Nope. Armed. Ooh. Armed. So that we're at 15 now.
Lieutenant, please prepare the cab for arrival.
Okay. Feeling good about this right now. We're already at the speed I want us to be at. I need to get a quick key for autopilot. Man, there's a lot of stuff we need to do, and I wish I had a whiteboard. That's what we're going to do with our new video space. We're going to have a whiteboard right up next to me so I can just write this crap down in the meantime. But no, we're almost perfectly with glide slope. That one's captured and solid. It's a little off to the side, so I'm gathering that's fine. We're definitely pitched a little bit to the right. I can feel that. Let's get ourselves ready for landing. Looks so good. Okay. Okay, keyboard has been put down. Man, these rudders are just in like the worst spot. Alright, that location should help just a little. Now, I'm having to punch around my microphone and everything. Sorry, guys.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Okay. At this point, you have to land. And I know I keep the auto on for so long. I understand that, and that's okay by me.
$500.
500 feet. I'm still going to let it have it.
400.
Auto throttle's off.
300.
And
200. 100.
Light slow.
50.
yeah, I know.
Light slow.
40. 30. 20. 10.
All right. I don't need a clap, thank you though.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination. For your safety and comfort, we ask you to remain seated until the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please check around you for any belongings. Also,
Alrighty.
please use caution when opening the overhead lockers, as items may have shifted during the flight. Thank you for flying with us, and have a pleasant day. Flight attendants
Whoops.
disarm doors.
Accidentally held down the brake. That's on me. That is 100% on me. Get my feet off of the rudders here. Get those flaps back in. Get APU going. Landing lights are off, taxi lights are on. Get my keyboard back in my lap here. And back to paying attention to driving. Let's reference the map really quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't want 1, 2, I want 3. Welcome to Orlando, everybody. Hope that you're going to have a fantastic vacation. I was not ready for the nose to dip so much, by the way. So that is 100% on me for that kind of rocky landing. We're going to get better. Problem is, like, I don't want to just practice landings. I want to be able to do flights with you guys. So there's that. Air Canada, welcome. Tell you what, we're actually going to claim that gate right there. Looking at the map, closest one. Our gate's technically taken. So there's that.
SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Victor, runway 36.
Yeah, that's
right,
one that I
taxi
could live
line
without.
Alpha,
I liked it
Sierra,
originally.
Bravo, 5,
Not anymore.
Bravo, Bravo, 1, 0. Hold short of runway 36, right.
Runway 36, right. Taxi line Alpha Sierra Bravo 5 Bravo Bravo 1 0. Hold short of runway 36, right. SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
You're a little bit more sensitive with that brake, apparently. There it is here. We are there. APU is our generator, which means they're there. Engines are off. Let's pop up here. Seatbelt sign is off. Everybody get off my plane. Fantastic. I did not switch the lights to cruise, but that's okay. We'll put them back at medium. Doesn't need to be that super bright. You're moving around like people are actually getting off the plane, so we'll have to let that run and see actually
1, 5,
what
3,
that's all
7,
about.
8, 3, runway 36, right, taxi via Alpha, Sierra.
That's all set there. Let's get the GPU ASU set up and let's set those chocks. It'd get a thumbs up.
Charlie, Bravo, 9, Bravo, Bravo.
Switch that over to ground
0,
power.
Hold short of runway 36, right.
Runway 36, right, taxi via Alpha, Sierra, Golf, 1, Golf, Hotel, 3, Alpha, Sierra, Echo, 5, Echo, Charlie, Bravo, 9, Bravo, Bravo, 1, 0, hold short of runway 3,
That's obnoxious.
6, right, 1, 5, 3, 7,
That's
8,
set there.
3.
We'll turn off the electrics. Probe heat can come off. Down on the ground. Yeah, welcome to Florida, everybody. That felt good. Now we gotta see how wrong were we. Okay, making sure I got both engines off. Let's pop outside really quick. Beautiful. All right, let's check out some replays before we call it a day. All right, now, thank you guys for being able to watch some of those replays. That was a good flight. I don't know where we're going to go next. I haven't really 100% decided, but we're going to be leaving from Orlando and taking our adventure somewhere else out into the world of the air and here in XPlane 11. Really excited to be back into it. And hey, 2 XPlane 11 videos filmed in 1 week. That's a win for me. But yeah. That's going to do it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw, we do live stream on Twitch, and we are on Instagram. Those links are down there in the description below. Let us know down in the comments what you think, what you might want to see here on the channel. Always open to suggestions as well. And just talking with you guys. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, and if you want to show support, a subscribe is always appreciated. Just lets us know that we're doing something right, and it does put a big smile on our face every day when we get to see that number. You know, we just broke 200 before Christmas. Thank you guys so much for that. Let's shoot for 300. Maybe we can do it before June. For we get 200 subscribers in a year, that would be amazing. But I'm happy for every single one of you here, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video as well. Easy, Ella. Ella's sitting here with me now. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.